Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Gibbons with your shout-outs and your weekend review for the week of October 26, 2020. These scholars completed 5 or more Dreambox lessons last week. Brianna with 29, Gabby with 24, Siani with 19, James with 16, JC Lynn with 15, Janelli with 10, Janai with 10, King with 8, Emily with 8, Ahmad with 7, Jojo with 6, Shiloh with 6, Pilar with 5, and Leah with 5. We had a class total of 169 Dreambox lessons completed, so nice job, scholars. These students completed 1 hour and 20 minutes last week of Imagine Learning. Leo, Ahmad, Janelli, James, Emily, Gabby, JC Lynn, and Brianna. Nice job to those scholars. Perfect attendance for the week. Leo, Ahmad, Emiliana, Pilar, Janai, Edward, Janelli, James, Emily, Gabby, JC Lynn, King, Brianna, and Shiloh. In ELA last week, we used pictures and letters to build words. We reviewed the sounds of letters and brainstorm words that begin with the letters H, L, B, S, T, R, and V. We reviewed our most common words, lists 1 through 3. In writing, we did a lot of directed drawings and writings to go with our stories, Stella Luna, Spookly the Square Pumpkin, and Creepy Pair of Underwear. You also designed a costume for Mrs. Gibbons to wear on Halloween and gave me reasons why you think I should dress up in that costume, and then you shared them during our Zoom class. That was a lot of fun. In our small group, some of us worked on blending sounds together to make words. Some of us wrote CVC words. We practiced our fluency, and some of us learned facts about Halloween. In our comprehension skills this week, we read facts about bats and labeled parts of a bat. We read Stella Luna. We learned about the life cycle of a pumpkin and the parts of a pumpkin. We talked about Halloween traditions, and we explored a virtual Halloween room with stories, songs, and videos. In math, we started a new unit that will focus on developing strategies for addition and subtraction. We played a new game called Build It 2, which is just an extension of our game Build It that we played earlier in the year, where we are making numbers up to 20 on the tens frame now. We played the games Roll It and Record and 5 in a Row. We talked about that when you count on, that you are adding 2 numbers, or you can count on to add 2 numbers. And you also understand that you can count back to subtract. We talked about that 10 ones is the same as 110, and that the team numbers are made up of 110 and a number of ones. So, for example, the number 15 is made up of 110 and 5 ones. In science, we watched a video called What is Science? And you learned that science is everything around us. We discussed various phenomena and looked at a video or different videos and pictures of them, including lightning, tornado, birds flying in a shape, waves, the rising moon. We watched a rainbow form and read a book about rainbows, and then you drew your own rainbow and explained how rainbows were formed. In social studies, we discussed that authority is a person or people that have the right to use power to influence the behavior of others. We talked about problems and how to solve them. We listened to the story David Goes to School and discussed who is the person of authority. We discussed the authority ladder of our school, and then you also had a formative assessment. Some of our favorites this week were guess the Halloween symbol or picture during our morning meeting, and of course, Storybook Character Day on Friday, our dictated drawings, what should I be for Halloween, and also learning about rainbows. Things for this coming week, the week of November 2nd, 2020. Monday, tomorrow, is an asynchronous day, so all work will be posted on Seesaw by 8 a.m. Attendance will still be taken even though we are not live on Zoom tomorrow, so please make sure that you log in and complete some assignments by the afternoon. Tuesday, there is no school due to Election Day. And on Wednesday, those of you who are staying remote, you will start with your new homeroom teacher on Wednesday on Zoom. And the rest of you will join me, who are staying with me on Zoom starting at 9 o'clock. One last thank you. We have had an amazing 8 weeks together. It would not have been possible without your support at home. For those of you who are starting with a new homeroom this week, I know that you will continue to do an amazing job. You are in great hands. All of the first grade teachers are absolutely awesome. And those of you who are staying with me, I will see you on Zoom on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Have a great rest of the night, everyone.